welcome to the press conference. First, we have Coach Michael Finley, and then we have player Keziah Martin.
Okay, ahora, Mister, ¿qué se espera del partido de mañana, luego de lo sucedido en el juego de ida en Hamilton? ¿Qué tipo de partido se espera?
What type of match do you expect tomorrow after the last match that you had?
I think I expect something very similar. I think that both teams have something to prove. Certainly our players know full well that that we did not get the result that we wanted, but we also were very pleased with our application. We were very disappointed we were not able to hold on to our lead after halftime, and we feel very strongly that we have character and we have fight and we have ability that we want to make amends for that. As it relates to Honduras, I hope they understand that you just don't come to someone's home and upset them without having a response. So I'm sure they're going to come full of energy and full of fight, and because they want to make their fans and the people of Honduras proud, and I'm sure that there's some pressure on them now because I think maybe the result on Friday was not necessarily what they were expecting.
I want to ask the match last year, Honduras won 1-6. What difference do you see between that Honduras and this 2025 Honduras?
Well, I mean, there's also the difference of us too, but your question to the Honduras team, I mean, there's been changes that it made. Professor has decided to look into his depth and bring different players in for different looks for probably different reasons. I still see a Honduras team with the fight that they always have, and the strong in many positions, energetic, very physical. I think from our point of view, our game is different than it was last year because it was a different situation. It was part of our World Cup qualifying group. This is a two-match affair to try and qualify for the Gold Cup. So as you probably saw by Friday, our application and our setup was different than it was in June for reasons that are part of our growth and planning.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches, Gabriela Matamoros. Profesor, solamente le traslado lo que decía hoy el profesor Reinaldo Rueda, que esperaba que Bermuda iba a ser igual de complicada que allá en Hamilton. ¿Qué le parecen las palabras del profesor?
So she's just reiterating the words of the coach this morning that Bermuda would have been just as complicated as it was in the first match. What is your opinion, or what are your remarks about this?
Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo, he's a very experienced man, and he is very well known in football culture, and from my perspective, he understands his opponent very well, and I think he saw on Friday night a team that was willing to implement a plan and had the fight and the interest in being successful under what we considered to be our tactical setup. So I think he's correct. He knows that we're not just going to show up here and come for the pleasure of the Honduran people. We are here to represent the Bermudian people and Bermuda, and these players are very, very much committed to that.
What would you say is the Caribbean tournament or the Caribbean teams compared to the Central American teams? Would you say that it has had a lot of growth in the past couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, Bermuda is seen sometimes as a Caribbean team. It's not really a Caribbean team; it's a North American team from a geographical point of view. But for the smaller member associations of CONCACAF, the standard has continually improved because CONCACAF has created a platform for competition. So what you're seeing results that you never saw before because teams are playing, teams are training, teams are preparing better. They're being put in situations where they can improve. They're being put in situations where they get experience against teams like Honduras. You saw the result the other night of Jamaica and St. Vincent and Grenadines. Those are the type of results that can only help the smaller member associations and make CONCACAF much more competitive because for many, many years, Even when I was with Canada, you didn't expect much for the Caribbean teams other than some early fight and they'd make it difficult for you, but then they'd lose their way. Not now. No game is easy in CONCACAF. I don't care what anybody says. Whether it's the venues you're playing in, whether it's the players who are now playing globally, the game has expanded. These players are playing in different parts and regions of the world, including obviously players for Honduras. But in terms of smaller MAs, we've seen extreme growth, and I think it's very positive for the CONCACAF region based on the competition platform and the demands of that competition platform.
Good afternoon, Dennis Viatoro for Channel 8. It comes to my mind, your answer from the first question, that the kind of response you guys kind of have on the pitch, right? Basically saying that means you guys are going to be like open for the results in the beginning of the game. And second of all, how important is for you guys that you're not going to be playing with a crowd on the stand?
Well, from my perspective, I'm not sure how many people are going to be here because I think it's closed door, isn't it? So for us, to be honest, I would rather have fans in the stands because I think it's really important for our players to live and breathe that type of atmosphere, which is intense and competitive, and it tests you, right? I don't think it changes our tactical setup at all. We have a plan that we'll continue to implement, and I don't think anybody, there's no secrets in football really anymore, is there? So, they know that we're going to come out and make it difficult for them. We're going to try to deny opportunities. We're going to try and benefit from our own opportunities when they're presented to us, and we have to be smart, responsible, and very well organized, but with that underpinning idea of we're here for the fight.